Welcome back to the Outlaw Ranch, y'all. Okay, so after a few hours, you can see this center section is indeed flipped. You can see here on this stud, that hole is a little big. Not a big deal. There's washers that go down and tighten it up. But learn from my mistakes. So what I was trying to do was gently persuade this center section to go on the axle housing. So I was taking a hammer and I was hitting it here and here and up here and just kind of all around to tap this thing down. Well, when I went to hit it here, I was using a little one-handed sledgehammer, I don't know, a couple pounds or whatever, and I glanced off of this. The hammer hit this, and then it came down. Instead of hitting here where I was aiming, it came down and actually hit this stud. So if you can see, that stud is mushroomed over. So at that point, I decided, okay, well, we'll start the nuts where we can, and we'll just slowly suck it down with the impact. Well, enter mistake number 2. This thread, this stud now, is stripped, because I was applying too much pressure on the impact to get that down. So now I have 2 studs that have to be replaced. The center section is on, it is bolted. I do not have a stud remover, and to do that, I would have to pull this entire center section off again. What I think is going to happen at this point is that I am going to take this axle to one of the military supply places that rebuilds these things, and I am going to have them rebuild this axle with the new boots, new seals and stuff like that, because I'm missing a lot of those tools. And I'll have them replace those 2 studs at that time. I don't know what else to do. Kind of out of luck, way out of talent and skill, and can't seem to finish that up. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to slide these axle shafts all the way back into the center section. Hopefully they slide in. Then we'll end up putting that spindle and hub and everything, and we're going to bolt it all back together. We're going to stick it back under the truck, or I'm going to have to finish cleaning it up. Then we'll stick it back under the truck, and we'll start trying to tack our brackets and everything in place. I am going to have to replace some of these bolts from my top hat kit, because the top hat actually goes in these locations here. And because the bracket is 3/8 of an inch, the bolts have to be at least 3/8 of an inch longer to still have full thread engagement. So I wish I had better news. I wish I had done a better job. I wish I had more talent and yada, yada, yada. There's a reason, folks, why we pay mechanics and fab shops a lot of money. And it's because the work is not easy. You end up with busted knuckles and everything. So I think we're at where we're at with this one. I might go ahead and try and do the other rear axle. Take the lessons that I've learned from this one, apply them to the next one, and hopefully it goes better. Fingers crossed, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.